Hmm. All right, y'all. Looks like we in here. Even with the highs and best times, both vibes, you can't hide what's wrong. We can roll around, beat town, smoke some herb, speak word, break rule. Even with the highs, fix this mic. Give folk time to get in here as usual. Well, underneath the middle sky. Is it sad that I'd rather hustle? Get this money on the double. You don't get it. It's cryptic for the Marcus mind. The type don't see the what's going on, bro? If they right behind it. So I'm chilling really when talking about dreams. Let me know if you can hear me. Because me it seems like a billion. Let me know if you can see me clear. Like talking about the summer to someone that only sings snow. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Damn. I want to make some hard decisions. Like, should I really get a driver when I cop a Bentley? If that $1,000 suit worth people time to get in here, y'all know how I bring two women with me. Does that mean I'm pimping? Maybe. Did the cuff link give it away or the link on display? No hesitation to pay. Make reservations to play while most work. I'm in pursuit of happiness. I'm tired of hurt. So we can roll around. Share the link. Get the word out. Get the word out that we is in here. Even with the highs, best times, golden rise, you can't hide what's going through. Underneath, remember on sky. I just want to go to Africa, find the meaning of life and try to master the art of. I appreciate that, Marcus. The purest concentration, because all this weed and drink I pour might cause me complications. But for now we spilling drops along the kitchen counter, breaking down God green earth, fight for what we had first. Let me let everybody know what we at. So we can't take it. What up? I got the juice. But now we want to sell something. What is up? With your undercover waves, naked in the grass. Look, let me share this link. Black. When I'm trying to get my peace of mind, all over the place. Let my girl massage my temple to unlock my shine. Just a matter of time. She say that I will become the man that I'm supposed to be. What's up, Sadai? I put my faith in the hands of God, even though time is hard to get it just a bit. So we can roll around, beat the town, smoke some herb, speak the word, drink, and fall a little bit short right now. Shit fuck about you. Even with the highs, best times, golden vibes, you can't hide what's going through. Okay. So I done got the link out. The link is in the air now. Give people a couple more minutes to get in here. If y'all want to know what I'm bumping, that's that Big Crit. People that follow me on that Facebook already know about it. Well, I told y'all about that Big Crit the other day. It's that Vanilla Sky. What's up, Candace? Brother Richard. Even with the highs, the best times, golden vibes, you can't hide. Mercedes Menez, all the way from London. What is up? Dylan, my man D. What's up, bro? Yeah. On that crit right now. Yeah. We about to get it in. We got 27 in right now. Yeah. Now, appreciate it. Now, what we gonna do first here? We turn this down a tad so everybody can hear me. We have people every week having problems with commenting on the actual chat. What's happening is y'all on y'all's smartphones and y'all on the YouTube app. through the app, you cannot comment on the actual on our within the conversation that we're having right now. You're not going to be able to comment through the app on your phone. So what you're going to have to do is go actually pull up the web browser and go to www.youtube.com. Come in that way, like the desktop view on your phone, and you'll be able to, at that point, you'll be able to make comments from your phone. It's better if you just get it at a laptop so you can get it in quick. But if you're on your cell phone and you're having problems commenting, that's what it is. That's what's going on. So it's not that there's something wrong or your account ain't set up right. It's that you're trying to watch it on your cell phone through the app. And that's causing you to have issues. Every week somebody hit me up that they can't comment. And that's what's going on with that. What that you the brother said you used to be able to comment through the app. I don't know what's going on, but that's the only logical thing I can think of. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm thinking that that's the issue that people are having. We about to get it in though. Now we're gonna start off with the story I have pulled up over here. We're gonna start here first. We're gonna start with brother Corey Jones. We're gonna start here with Corey Jones, the brother that was gunned down by the off-duty cop, an Asian cop. Corey Jones, who played, let me turn this all the way down. Let me turn the crit all the way down so everybody can hear me good. Let's get that turned all the way down. We got a brother that was killed down in Florida. Now Corey Jones, his truck or his vehicle, I don't know whether it was truck or not, but his vehicle broke down. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, while waiting on roadside assistance, a plainclothes, no cop car, flashing lights cop runs up on him. Now they're saying that he pulled the tool on the cop. And that's the reason the brother has been shot. Now his family's wanting answers. His family's wanting answers. They want them to drop the footage of the actual from the street cam so they can see exactly what happened. But for right now, they're just, you know, this has been another, they put the dude on leave, of course, the same process and protocol they do every time. But this will be another cop that will fuck around and get off for shooting a black man. Now, they can't say this brother was no thug or nothing like that. This brother's a drummer for the church. He's church drummer. He just goes around playing drums. That's what he does. So they're not going to be able to push that, oh, well, he was a thug. He had, you know, been selling drugs or some shit like that. They're not going to be able to push that narrative off on this story. Everybody that knew him said he was a good guy. They couldn't imagine him actually pulling a gun on a person that said he was a cop. Daniel Brown, yes, I can see your comment, bro. Yeah, we talking about Corey Jones for everybody that just got in here. I know we got maybe some people coming in a little later, but we talking about Corey Jones. Now, in this situation, and just like I posted on my Facebook, this is a situation that this is becoming a common narrative here in this country. Common narrative, cops shooting down innocent. In this case, he was not unarmed. In this case, he wasn't unarmed. He did have a weapon. And then based on the story I read, he purchased a weapon 3 days ago. Registered, it's all good, no illegal firearm or nothing like that. But when you walk up when you don't announce yourself as a cop and you walk up on somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning, they may become a little defensive. It's a natural thing. Who the fuck is this Asian ass motherfucker walking up on me in the middle of the night? Who are you? Now they're saying that the Asian did not call in for backup. He didn't call in that he was going to approach the vehicle because they're saying he's investigating the abandoned vehicle because the area had been getting robbed and shit like that. They always talking that bullshit, you know, to justify why they were, you know, suspicious of somebody just being black. That's all it is to it. They'll justify that by saying, well, the area had been having burglary problems and shit like that. So they, said that area's having problems. So this is why he decided to approach the vehicle. This is also why he proceeded to not call any of this shit in. No camera on him. No nothing. Asian brother just ran up on his brother and shot him. Now, I know based on history and how this shit goes, that the Asian dude will fuck around and get off. I already know this shit. It's sad that I already know, but this is just how it is. Now, because they're going to say he pulled the gun and it's going to justify the cop shooting Brother Jones. Right. I think it's natural. It's 999 till infinity says 3 a.m. I would have pulled that too. That's just naturally what any person's going to do. Like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Who are you? Announce yourself. The Asian dude should have called in for backup. That's protocol. You call backup. You let people know what the fuck you're doing. He didn't do any of that. Didn't do any of that. Saw a black man, saw him as a threat, and that's all it was. Because black men, of course, we're threats at all times. That's just how it is. So this is another situation where the family's looking for answers, and I got the guy that defended the same dude that defended Trayvon Martin's family. They have him represent them, so last name Crump. I don't know why they would have him when he lost the Trayvon case, and that was full blown right there. He lost that case, but they, he's speaking for the family as to trying to seek justice for Brother Jones, because we gonna need some answers for this shit. We gonna need something, because you in plain clothes. What the fuck are you doing? Approaching, not calling shit in. What the fuck are you doing? But then when the narrative is in this country, when the narrative is, well, if you see a black man and he's in a decent, this is a nice neighborhood, clearly there's some type of suspicious behavior going on. Clearly he's about to rob. Clearly this is how he is. So, that narrative being pushed, this is just another what I want to say, example of people viewing black men as threats before they even get, before they even know what's going on. You see a black man, middle of the night, he's automatically a threat. That's just all it is to it. Let's see some of these comments real quick about this story. Right. Andre Wilson said if he was white, the Asian dude would have asked, do you need help with anything? Absolutely. 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 I most definitely believe that. That was a white person, automatically, well, do you need any help? Or how can I help you? Because then the white person look like they're from the area. You see what I'm saying? The white person looks like they're from the area. A black man in that area doesn't look like he's from the area. So automatically, a black man in this area is automatically up to no good, apparently. He's automatically up to no good, and this is happening in Florida, and we know how Florida gets down. We know Florida don't really give a fuck about justice and no shit like that. Let's see what these comments, y'all going ham. Who is Monster Sauce? What the fuck? Let me see what's going on. Absolutely. Marcus Robertson says, did the Asian shoot to kill? He's dead. So apparently he did shoot to kill. Well, I think but they're saying that, of course, the Asian dude saying that he pulled the teat on him. He pulled a tool on him. So that justifies, oh man, I'm gonna get to your comment in a second, Dylan, but that justifies him shooting to kill because he saw a weapon. But that's just like they treated Dylan Roof. They treated him, they took him to Burger King, man. He had just shot 9 people. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, I don't feel as though the officer let it be known that he was a police officer, because based on what I've read about the brother, I don't feel like he's the type of brother that would just have to hear a cop say, well, I'm a cop, and then pull the tool on him. Like, that don't even make sense. That doesn't make sense. Oh, Stuff Miss says, Robert, is it really fair to blame Crump for losing when he goes against the white power structure? I mean, though, these are tough cases. I'm not blaming, I'm not blaming Crump for losing a fucking, I can't blame him for losing the case. But I wouldn't just be hiring him, because apparently it don't matter who you hire. So why the hell pay a high price ass lawyer? If you're gonna pay all that money and it don't matter because you're going against the white power structure, what the fuck is the point of paying all that money for the lawyer then? Hell, what is the point of that? I say that money. If there's no win, if there's nothing that can be done, I wouldn't even pay these high costing ass lawyers any bread. Might as well represent my goddamn self. Let me see the surveillance tape and I can represent my own family. Shit. Let me see. Unarmed, or not unarmed. The cop didn't let the brother know he was a cop. Then what? I mean, that's all I need right there. That should be open and shut. I don't know why people paying all this money for these high dollar ass lawyers. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the Star Wars boycott too. We're gonna talk about all this shit. Y'all know how we do. I don't know who Monster Sauce is, but you got to go. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. You got to go. Come on, Manolo. Why are you always coming in here cooning, man? What you mean you would have shot? You would have killed the black man too? I think you just saying shit for shock value at this point, man. Like what would be your justifiable cause as to killing a black man? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It doesn't matter to me when you a cop. Just like those, how many cops was it? They beat down. Was a college student they had arrested. It was about 6 black people, or not 6. I think it might have been like 4 black people. Then they beat the shit out of the out of the innocent black man too. So once you put on that blue, it doesn't matter. You a cop with 3 Ks, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Once you put that on, I don't give a damn. You white, black, Asian, Hispanic. Once you put that suit on, you are in with the working for white supremacy at that point, in my personal opinion. For real. So I'm gonna keep up with this story. We're gonna see exactly what goes on once the footage comes out, because I want to see the footage. I want to see exactly how this Asian is going to justify him killing that black man. For me would be no reason. I think had he said he was a cop, the brother wouldn't have pulled. He wouldn't have. Why would you just start bucking at a cop? You see what I'm saying? If he'd have known that, I really doubt that the brother would have started shooting at a cop. I just don't. I don't believe that would be the response that Brother Jones would have had. For real. Now we're gonna take a turn here. Well, I mean, body cams would be a good start, but I mean, I feel like they can turn that shit off whenever the fuck they want. So we have to understand that while everybody's talking about dash cams and body cams, it doesn't matter. Hasn't been mattering that we have stuff on, on tape. We watched Eric Garner get killed. We watched a brother from South Carolina get killed. It doesn't matter. They're still not convicting these people, even when we have it on tape. Even when we have it on video, it hasn't. So what's the what difference would the body cam make? It's still a cam. It's still the same shit. Dash cam, body cam. It doesn't fucking matter. Apparently, these things do not guarantee these cops are going to do any time. Point blank, plain and simple. So, I mean, pushing for body cams is cool. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, it hasn't been mattering that we have stuff on camera. It hasn't made a difference. So I think we get distracted when we start talking about this body cam argument, because, you know, we'll start talking about body cams, and then a police force may give their, you know, their cops or whatever body cam. Then we'll feel like, well, yes, that's a victory. Well, hell no, that's not a victory, because cam doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hasn't mattered at all. So we have to understand that they might throw us these little crumbs and give us, you know, the satisfaction of saying, well, the cops have body cams. But when you control not only the cops, but the judge and the prison, you know, you control all of that. It doesn't fucking matter if you got it on tape or not. It doesn't matter. So I think that we have to really, you know, be understanding. Universal Row said Rodney King was on video. We watched him go ham on Rodney King. None of them 4 cops were convicted. So is the body cam gonna give, like, I guess, a closer view? You can clearly see what the fuck's going on. But if they're not gonna convict these cops, they just not going to convict them. Point blank, plain and simple. And then we saw, I mean, even though it was a sketchy video, even Sandra Bland with the dash cam, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because the dash cam isn't going to say, well, in the cop's mind, I'm stopping this person because they're black. It ain't going to show that. It's not going to show the prejudice. It's not going to show the discrimination. And then you can kind of get off of the cam, and then whatever happens over there, and then still it's justifiable. Because why would you even approach? Why would they even be approached? Why? Follow the Logic says, what's the solution for white racism, Rob? Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism, you know, pushes for all of us to move to Africa. And I don't think that's going to help with white racism at all. So, you know, although I don't knock Pan-Africans, but you're not going to defeat racism by running away. I don't think that, personally. Right. That Sandra Bland video was edited. So they're doing whatever they want with this footage. They're doing whatever they want with this footage. I'm going to tell y'all some real shit I saw last night, too. I was watching, I had downloaded a couple episodes of The Blacklist. Man, they ran up in a crib on there, and there was some Asians in there with a bunch of fucking computers, and then they was making whatever type videos they wanted to make. They was doing whatever they wanted to with the video. So I know cops have the ability to adjust what we see. They have the ability to edit out, cut out, and they have the ability to do all of that shit. They have the ability to do all of that shit. So the video shit, I mean, and even if not, even if we don't edit it, I mean, again, look at Eric Garner. We watched him. We watched him choke him out. They got off. They got off. So we have to understand that. We have to understand that. And we have to not, you know, stop it. Well, you know, let's get these cops some body cams and let that be a victory for us. We have to keep banging on these crooked ass cops. And instead of, you have people that support the cops. Even in the comments I'm seeing on this story, you have people like, well, I wish black people would stop being so aggressive towards the cops. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This man's car broke down. Didn't call the cops or nothing like that. So it's a matter of the cops need to stop being so aggressive towards black people. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. Because they don't say it about white folk. White folk talk to the cops however the fuck they want to. That doesn't mean they deserve to be killed in any type of way. Old Stuffman says, Robert, what types of things should the people be doing to stop police brutality? Eventually, we're going to have to do more than just talking. The only thing you can do other than talking is to start murdering cops randomly throughout your life. Take that chance if you want to. Because, I mean, I think it's very you know, to me, when the system is set up to where, you know, you should be able to talk about your issues. Of course, black people can't, but the only other thing that we can do is just to start murdering cops. And imagine how many people gonna get off with that shit. How many people are going to be able to get off with murdering cops? We're doing everything in our power to stop this shit. So I think it's very, you know, to me, it's unfair to continue to, you know, kind of blame the people for the actions of the cops. How are we to blame for that? We're recording them. We're getting them on tape. We're doing what we can lawfully do. So there's nothing else that you could do outside of just start murdering cops. That's the only other thing that can be done because we're handling it in the right way, in my opinion. Personally. Because, I mean, you know, what else can we do, really? Let me catch up with some of y'all's comments. Right, Dylan, with the Police Protection Act, which Obama signed into signed into legislation, even saying that will get you in trouble. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, no, I mean, I understand what you're saying. You're saying talk is very important, but it hadn't gotten us anywhere. What do you think? Because I don't think we should go out here and start killing cops because we're gonna go to jail. We gonna be locked up for the rest of our fucking lives or get the death penalty for doing that. So, you know, what solutions do you think is, what else can we do within the construct of what is the you know, illusion of the law? What else can we do? I appreciate the love when y'all showing love to the hat. Appreciate that, man. Catch up with some of these comments. Hursty05 says, hey, Robert Perkins, I love your videos. Mad love to you for fucking with my videos. I currently live in Florida. In Florida, the cops always hold their guns when approaching your car. Getting shot is easy, especially with our laws here. Absolute Florida, man. Florida's wild. Florida is wild. Those cops down there, even the citizens, to me, if you ask me, Florida's a wild, wild place. But even if the cops are, you know, cops always hold their guns when approaching your car, he should have announced that he was a cop. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, I feel like Brother Jones would have chilled. If he says, I'm a cop, you know, calls in, you know, get another cop car, flash the lights, do something to say who you are at 3 o'clock in the morning. Why not? Jack Royer says, are all cops bad or just the white ones? I think all of them ain't worth a fuck, bro. In my personal opinion. Father Lighter says, Pan-Africanism ain't about running away to Africa. It's about African unity. Okay. I know that when I hear the rhetoric of Pan-Africanists, they're pushing for us to go to, or, you know, relocate to Africa. I'm not saying that's what they're all about or nothing like that. But that's a lot of the rhetoric that I hear from Pan-Africanists. And of course, unity, I don't think that unity should be divided up, because if you're saying that Pan-Africans talk about, you know, African unity, well, I don't think you have to be a Pan-African or Pan-Africanist to talk about unity at all. That could be something that's just something that's necessary. You don't have to be a part of a group or, you know, put yourself in a group to talk about unity or to let unity be the answer for a lot of the problems that we face out here. Oh, y'all going ham in the comments. What's up, Miss Crawford? God damn it. Damn, I can't say your name. Taya Mare. Maybe. Possibly Taya Mare. Shit, I feel like black cops are the worst in my personal opinion because they feel they have something to prove. Absolutely, man. Those cops that be, those black cops that be trying to show off for their little white counterparts or their little bosses and shit, I really don't fuck with that. I really, really, really don't fuck with those people. D-Flash says, ask yourself, what do white people care most about? Then target that, and that's money. The white power structure cares most about money. The white power structure cares most about money. And we need to attack that. But I don't think it's going to make the cops stop shooting us. We still, state taxes is what funds the cops. It has nothing to do with, you know, as far as us boycotting businesses and shit like that. That ain't got shit to do with the cops. That has nothing to do with the cops. We pay state taxes. You work, you paying state taxes. That's what funds the cops. How many of y'all gonna stand up and not pay state taxes no more? That's the only way the cops gonna feel anything as far as what we could do towards the cops as far as money is concerned. I have heard about the Obama administration approving reparations for the Jews. I have heard about that. We can deal with that in a little while here. We can most definitely deal with it. You hold on to that and hit me up in a little while. We got to talk about Star Wars. We got to deal with the Star Wars boycott as well. This bullshit, which I can't even really call it bullshit, because I feel as though if white people are mad that a black person is playing one of the main characters, even though Darth Vader's voice was a black man before, even though the Lucas, the dude that made Star Wars, which I'm not a Star Wars fan. I don't watch the fucking movies. I don't understand the rave over Star Wars. I've never connected to that personally. But even though George Lucas married to a black woman, even though the Darth Vader character was a black woman, or was not a black woman, black man did his voice, you have people that are mad that the character is being played by a black man. Now, I feel like white people, if they don't like that shit, they should boycott. And I fuck with that. They should most definitely boycott the shit. But what I need for black people to notice or recognize is that they will do that. And this is based on a fictional character. We talking about a fictional character. They mad about a fictional character being black. Same way it was when the Human Torch was played by a black man in the latest version of the Fantastic Four. They was mad about that too. These are fictional fantasy characters that they mad about being black. Yeah. They are mad about fictional characters. Now, what they'll do to movies that's supposed to be historical, at least follow the historical, timeline and be factual, the stories and the movies that they make about Egypt and Egyptians, those be white folk. Do black people feel strongly about it enough to boycott? No. Do we feel, is there anything that black people feel strongly enough about to boycott? Is there anything? Seriously. Is there anything? Because white people will at least let they're gonna be racist as hell or whatever, have a problem with that, but they will stand for what they believe in. Exactly. Willow said that the Rue from Hunger Games, they was mad about that. They was mad as hell. David says Star Trek was better than Star Wars anyways. I like the Star Trek movies. I'm not a fan of Star Wars at all. But I did like the Star Trek movies. But the thing about white folk is that they will take their racist viewpoints and they will boycott some shit. We have to start being, at least, we talk about being angry and shit like that. Well, why do we even watch them? Why do we give them our money still at the movies? Because we don't have to do that. It's not like state taxes paying for the cops. We don't have to go support those films. We don't have to do that. We do not have to support those films but we do anyway. The homie says, Hot Negro says, Rob, are you excited for the new Star Wars? I never watched the movies anyway, so I don't know. You know, what's up, Wendy? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't be excited about something I never watched. But I know that there are people that obsess over Star Wars, and always have. I mean, since the original, they obsess over that shit. Yeah, the recent Star Trek movies, I fuck with them. I fuck with the recent Star Trek movies. I think it's been 2 of them. I've seen both of those. I like those movies. Whoa, y'all going ham. What is up, Goldie Ice? Oh, Stuffman says, Robert I. White in parentheses. Okay, you're a white person. Got it. Had 2 experiences in the past few days where I feel as though me and my group were treated unfairly because my friends were all black. When these things occur, how should I respond? You should respond by acknowledging exactly what's going on. So you can't be one of those white people that's like, well, racism doesn't exist. You need to be spreading the word that, okay, this shit is happening right now. All you can do is stand in solidarity with your, you know, with the people that you're with, and speak up, and just don't, you know, cower to the forms of racism that you and your friends are facing. You need to be on the front lines right there with your black friends. For real. And speak out against that shit. What's up, Bam Bam? Y'all going ham tonight in these comments, and I appreciate it. Right. Daniel says some white people will get mad at black people being fictional characters when black historical figures are whitewashed. Nothing is said. Of course not, because they only want to see themselves on there. They only want to see themselves on those movies. Nana says, Rob, that white boy would not do that. Well, that's what he should do. That's what he should do. I mean, if you want to do something, you know, if you want to do something, then you stand up. You know, you safe. White folk can cuss out cops and do all types of shit. Well, cuss them motherfuckers out on behalf of your friends. Shit. Homie says, so you don't fucks with Pan-Africanism, Rob, which I never, ever said. I never said I don't fuck with Pan-Africanism at all. So what is the solution, Rob? And how do we get more than a few thou to join? Well, you know, when we're dealing with solutions, man, I mean, I talk about solutions all the time, man. Don't nobody want to hear nothing I got to say. I'm not attached to any type of group. It's not that I don't fuck with Pan-Africanism. You know, that's their group. They do what they do. I don't have anything against Pan-Africanism at all. One of the brothers I respect very much is a Pan-Africanist, and that's Umar Johnson. And I respect him. I respect what he be talking about. He always dropping knowledge. So, you know, I don't have anything against Pan-Africanism at all in any type of way. So don't misquote me and say I didn't, you know, I said I didn't fuck with it, because I never said that. Everybody got their own thing that they do. That's on them. I'm not in any groups. I'm just regular dude, you know, out here, you know, speaking true. That's really all I am, for real. But I'm not against Pan-Africanists or no other group. I mean, whatever groups people like to be in, that's on them. Right. Just like in the movie Tut, just like in the movie, what was it? Exodus, and movies about Moses, all these, you know, Bible stories that, you know, come out. These people, we know by now that the people that are in the Bible, even if you're going to believe in the Bible, isn't black folk. Them black folk. Those are black people. Right. Marshana, one and only, says it's acting on the solutions that'll change something. Absolutely. Because I can talk about solutions all I want to, but there aren't many. We don't move in large enough groups to really affect or to have enough drastic change so they can pay attention. Now, we did boycott BET for not showing the Million Man March. BET viewership went down. So I respect us for being able to do that, do something like that, like just turn the channel. But we need to be able to start boycotting with our money. Now, the only thing that is going to be a problem again when it comes to these cops. These are state, state tax dollar funded, organization. So it's just very difficult for people to be like, well, fuck, I'm not paying state taxes no more. The cops is out here killing innocent unarmed people. I'm not paying state taxes no more. People's Choice said we need to start buying up the hood and make it exclusive for us, no imports or exports, and we can do it through homeowners association that supersedes city laws. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But black people that have money, they're not, they're not with the team, man. They're not down for the team, man. They building in Africa. They're building over in Africa. They're not trying to do anything over here in America to really help the plight of black people. They're not down with doing that. So that becomes an issue. And then we still support them. Even when I call them out, people get mad at me for calling them out, but we still support these people. Now we're going to take a turn here, and we're going to deal with these 6 black churches in St. Louis that have been burned down. Now, I made a video a while back when they were burning churches over here on the East Coast. One actually burned here in Charlotte, which I am a resident of Charlotte, North Carolina. There was a church that burned over here, but on the East Coast, there were churches burning. And I made a video about the churches burning. I talked about the churches burning. But what we're going to have to do, and there's been 6 churches in St. Louis, and the cops are saying, this is what the cops are doing. This is why I don't fuck with the cops either. The cops are saying they don't know whether it's racially motivated or not. Even though the only churches that have burned have been 6 black churches. Not white churches. Black churches burned to the ground. But the cops saying they don't know whether it's racially motivated or not. Now, these cops know what the fuck it is. This is what bothers me about cops. This is why when y'all talk about good cops, I don't know who y'all talking about. I don't. These cops know exactly what the fuck it is, and they sitting here trying to act like it's an attack on Christianity. They always do this, the same shit they did when the church was burning over here on the East Coast. They want to make it an attack on Christianity, but ain't no white churches burning down. Just black ones. Oddly enough. Just black churches burning down. But these acts of racism will be overlooked. They will be overlooked. They done burnt down 6 churches. And one thing that these people that burn these churches know, and this is historical fact, no one has been prosecuted or put in jail for burning down black churches. You can go back and look throughout history. We'll acknowledge that the churches did burn, but the cops they don't know what the fuck happened. Bad wiring and shit like that, right? Nobody going to jail for burning down churches. These people that burn down churches, they know that. They know ain't nobody going to jail for this shit. The cops aren't looking for people that are burning down black churches. They don't care. They don't care. So if the system does not care about black churches being burned down, and it never has throughout history, even when you had black churches being burned down and people being killed, children being killed in those churches, people didn't give a fuck. This society gave no fucks. But these are the good cops, people that will act like they don't know that racism exists. They don't know that something like this could be racist in any type of way. I mean, seriously. Why can't you come out and say that this is racially motivated attacks on black churches simply because the people that go to the church are black people? Why can't the cops or whoever, why couldn't they say something that's real? Because that's what's real. And the fact that nobody's being prosecuted, brought to any type of justice for burning down black churches says a lot. That says a whole lot. But black people are the ones that are the criminals, thugs, but white churches are not being burned down. White churches are not being burned down. And it's not a matter of me believing in Jesus or the church, because I don't fuck with the church. But I fuck with my people, regardless. And our institutions are being burnt down, and nobody is going to jail for it. Nobody's being brought to justice for it. And then even the fucking cops in the system will sit around and act like they don't know why it's happening. This must be an attack on Christianity. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, fucking right. Bet money, if 6 white churches get burned down, they'll try to find out who the fuck did it. Bet money. They'll find out who did that. And if they can't find out who did it, they'll pin it on somebody. That's what they do. They will pin it on somebody. Exactly, Dylan. Exactly. Dylan said if they said that, then they would have to admit that racism is still alive and well, which they don't want to publicly admit, or admit publicly at least. They don't. They don't want to admit that racism not only still alive, but racist terrorist attacks are still alive and well. They don't want to report this shit because this hasn't really made no national news or nothing like that. They don't report these churches burning out. They don't want to do that. Had it been one church, they wouldn't have said shit. 2 churches, they really wouldn't have said. They wouldn't have said shit either. It took them to 6 churches for them to even report on it. Just as well as black men that are black people that are still being lynched here in America. They don't want to talk about that shit. Because that would not only be that racism exists, like a white person sees you and think nigger in their mind, but also racist terrorism is alive and well. It didn't never go anywhere. They don't want to admit that the terrorism is alive. It's not the racism. Because I think they make, you know, they kind of make a point to it say that racism is alive, but they don't want to admit the terrorist acts that are still happening on the behalf of racists by these white supremacists. They don't want to deal with that any way, any type of way. They don't want us to know that part. So they want us to know racism is alive and well, but not the fact that racist white people will sit around and do and terrorize black people and black institutions and black communities like they do. They don't want to admit that part. Father Logic says, do you think atheism is going to help black folk, Rob? Black folk that believe in white Jesus be the most complacent? I don't know that, you know, I can't say for a definite fact that atheism will help black people, but I think realizing that we've been miseducated will most definitely help black people. And not only with religion, we've been miseducated on a lot of things. And I think admitting that and understanding why you were miseducated, admitting one that you were miseducated, and admitting that as to why you were miseducated, you know, coming to reality on those things it would help black people. Because I think once we do that, then you're not, you know, going to the church, praying, thinking this is going to help. I even see about the brother Corey Jones we talked about earlier. They were talking about praying for him. He was in the church. He playing the drums for the church. God didn't protect him. God didn't make the Asian brother keep riding on there. Like, God didn't do anything about that. So I think when we keep turning to God to seek out our vengeance and to get our revenge for us, that makes us complacent as to religion makes us complacent that way, because we're seeking or turning to God to, you know, unleash his wrath to, you know, look out for us. Either between that and karma, you know, these things that aren't real. It's not real shit. It's just not. It's not real life shit. I think we just need to, I mean, I don't mind people, you can go read your Bible if it help you out in life, but I think we need to understand where that Bible came from, why that Bible came, and the effect it has had on our people. I think that's really the point that we really need to, we need to be on that, you know, in my personal opinion. But you have these churches that are being burnt down, and if God or, you know, whoever this entity is that people are praying to on Sunday, well, he's not even protecting the churches. I mean, He never has protected the churches. Churches have been able to get bombed on by the Ku Klux Klan, which was bombing on black churches. They praying to the same God that the black people praying to, and something is getting miscommunication going on here. Miscommunication going on here, because the Klan or these terrorists, they are going to they're getting off or getting away with it, so they God must be answering their prayers if this is real. But black folk are still being terrorized, and we're the most religious people in the world. So I mean, to me, I think common sense needs to just be something that we look into here. And I know we want to hold on to the idea that there's an external, being that we can pray to, and we go to his son will go speak for us to God, and we'll get to heaven. I mean, all those things are, whatever you want to believe in that, but we have to understand, just based on history, I mean, who's protecting? Not even the black church is getting protection by God. White churches getting protection by their God. Right. Father Elijah says, I feel you about karma is worse than these white religion bullshit. If karma were real, all these racist white folk would be washed out to sea. Not even now, but damn, y'all mayhem. Not even now, but even from way back. Absolutely. That's why when somebody said, well, do I believe in karma? I had to start thinking about karma. I'm like, well, God, the more history I learn, the more fucked up I see people being like that. Karma can't be real. It's a good concept. You want to believe that bad things happen to bad people. If they do something bad, and next week some bus gonna hit them or some shit like that. You want to believe that, but it's just not real. Based on history. Oh, Stuffman says, Robert, quick question. I'm not advocating for violence against anyone, but to all the black folk living in the streets shooting each other over nothing, why aren't they fighting the real enemy? Because they don't know who the real enemy is, bro. When you have people like the black, what would be thugs, gang members, they don't know who the real enemy is because they're ignorant. They self-haters. So when you don't know who the real enemy is, you can't fight against the real enemy. Even the non-violent, we can even take this thing away from violence. You even have non-violent, church-going, saved, good people. They don't know who the real enemy is. If you don't acknowledge who the real enemy is, you can't bang on the real enemy, because we don't, as a collective, as a group, we can't come onto to a consensus as to who the real enemy is. We can't even do that. You'll have people, anytime I'm talking about something like this, what people call me pro-black. Well, you have most black people that don't even acknowledge that racism is even a system. They don't even acknowledge white supremacy. They don't even, want to hear about this shit. They don't want to hear about that. These thugs, these violent people, they don't know who the real enemy is. They think that's the real enemy. The other guy in the other color is the real enemy because he's on a certain street or a certain corner. We don't know who the real enemy is. We are confused. We are our own, the enemy to each other, in our minds. And that's bullshit. Think again, said Robert, he says, who is the enemy, Robert? The true enemy is the powers that be, is what they would be called, the powers that be. The true enemy is the government. The true enemy is, and a lot of times the true enemy is ourselves as well. A lot of times we are our own true enemy, but it's not going to come through us acting violently towards each other. It'll be through us not being violent towards each other. We could change the game in a day by not killing each other for one day. These motherfucking white folk, goddamn, they wouldn't know what to do. I bet money. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is just a theory of mine, but I bet money if black people stop killing each other for, say, a whole year, they'll probably drop at least, I'm gonna say they will come out with at least about 40 new laws. 40 new laws. If we stop killing each other, there'll be more laws made. For real. Who is Ja Cure? Y'all say I look like Ja Cure. I don't even know who Ja Cure is. But shit. Which part? Thing again says which part of the government? All of it. There ain't but 3 branches of the government. There's the executive branch, your president and shit. That's bullshit. That's corrupt. How they get there is corrupt. The fact that they won't allow them to tell the truth, that's corrupt. So the executive branch is fucked up. The judicial branch, your courts, we know the courts is fucked up. We know the courts is fucked up. And then the legislative branch, what the fuck? We know the 3 branches of government that we have, all of them are corrupt. All of them. If we would come together, unite, stop hating each other, if we stop hating each other, then we could battle and confront those branches of government, because the people is stronger than those branches of government. We just don't realize it. We use our strength to be against each other. And that's what we fucked up at. That's what we are always fucking up at. Because we're using that inner strength, our inner, what to me is our God energy. We use it for negative shit. We use it for negative fucking bullshit and to be against each other, to make money on this corner and this corner and that corner. This money, all this money out here, these white folk, man, the system makes more money than these black people that bang on each other for money than they could ever even fucking imagine. Iceland did do it. Iceland's government is not as, the thing about Iceland, I posted about the Icelandic, I actually made a whole video about that. And do you know that video hardly has any views? I talked about the Iceland, what I call it the Icelandic Revolution. I made a video about that, and hardly no views. Either way, I made a video about the Icelandic people standing up against their government, but their government is different from ours. You see what I'm saying? We actually support our government by giving them our money. We support them. We are, America's government is a superpower. That's why they can go in other countries and fight and shit like that. Like, we have a superpower government. So we all have to be on the same page to fight against that. We can't do it from, like, say, us group of pro-blacks. We couldn't do it. You could take everybody that went to the Million Man March. Even all those people, we couldn't do it with even that many people. We'd have to have most, if there is 42 million of us, we need at least 35 million black people in the same, on the same page. $35 million. Same page. That's the only way we'd be able to do it. We can't do it how we trying to do it. Well, y'all talking, let me see. Let me catch up with some of y'all's comments. Let me see what's going on. I see y'all talking about Malcolm X, which I've been reading up more and studying more about Malcolm X, man. I'm gaining more and more respect for that brother all the time, man. All the time. Right. Isaiah says we gotta stop shopping, giving our money. Well, we gotta stop shopping, giving our money together, spending money on needs, not wants. Fuck these holidays. Absolutely. I've been saying fuck these holidays. We could do what Iceland did, but we have to come together like Iceland did. We can't do what they did if we don't do what they did. You see what I'm saying? That's the only problem that we'll have doing that, you know, as far as the Iceland thing is concerned. We have to come together and get over this divisive attitudes that we have. Hot Negro. Yeah, I do. I watch Blacklist. I watch Blacklist. I mean, I can't keep up with it when it comes on TV. I don't have cable to watch Blacklist like every Thursday, whatever like that. But I got a website that I go to and, you know, get it in with Blacklist. Malcolm X was, man, he was deep. He was a deep, smart brother. He was still learning. See, he wasn't done learning yet. And that's what I really fuck with the most about him. Robert, for someone who receives good educational opportunities and white privilege. What is the best career path in terms of fighting the enemy? Hell, let me see. For a white person, go be a fucking hell. You could be a fucking a judge or some shit, a lawyer or something like that. Because then, you know, you standing up against, because you study the law, which ironically enough, let me make this point about studying the law. Lawyers, they're going to go to school for about 8 years studying just law, learn the practice of the law and what's quote unquote right. Cops go to police academy for a matter of months. They get, you know, at the end of the police academy, they don't make sure that they understand the law. And they still give them guns. And these people are supposed to uphold the law. And they are finishing in months. Police academy don't last for that long. But I do believe if you want to fight against the system, being a lawyer would be a good, you know, that would be a career path or something within the law. Because a lot of these laws is fucked up. They're writing new ones all the time. They're writing new ones all the time. Islam is as much bullshit as Christianity. Come on now, y'all. What's up, Johnny Blaze? Islam is as much bullshit as Christianity, man. You can pray to Allah if you want to. Pray to Allah if you want to. You see what it did for Malcolm. It's not just Christianity. It is Islam as well. Whatever religion y'all want to throw out there. Why in history does MLK get more shine than Malcolm? Oh, shit. Let me see. Hold on. Let me start over. Why in history does MLK get more shine than Malcolm, even though both of them got killed off, but was just trying to get the same equality? Malcolm wasn't trying to do it the way MLK was doing it. He's not going to get shine. You're not going to get shine. The way Malcolm was talking, you're not going to get no shine or national recognition because he wasn't showing love like that to white folk. That's why, Martin Luther King got that love because he wanted, he was showing a lot of love to white folk. Showing a lot of love to white people, and that's why he'll be recognized. White people will still shine MLK up right now. I mean, you get into, they'll believe because they like MLK, they're not racist. Like, you'll have white people that believe because they like MLK, there's no way possible that they could be racist. So, that's why that's their guy. That's why that's their guy. Most definitely more athletes should be like Muhammad Ali as far as being vocal about caring about their people. Absolutely. Absolutely. But these athletes have to educate themselves first. See, Muhammad Ali, he went and got educated. You see what I'm saying? He went and got some form of education and found some pride in the religion that he signed into. Not saying that I'm down with religion, but he, got some knowledge from that and was able to come out and stand up for his people in front of anybody unapologetically because he had gotten the knowledge. And he became a better, much better speaker as he progressed on. Yeah, calling Malcolm X a black supremacist is kind of extreme. That's kind of, like that's oxymoronic almost. Like, what the fuck? Oh, Obama fooled ignorant black people. Obama didn't fool the black people that already knew the game. Obama didn't fool people that knew what the fuck was going on. People that already know how the executive branch of the government works. Obama didn't fool us. He fooled the masses of people. And now some of them disappointed or whatever like that. But, if you know the game, then there's no way that Obama could have, you know, I can't say that Obama fooled me or let me down or disappointed me because I never expected anything from him anyway. He's president. For us to continue to expect things to come from presidents, that's just ignorance. That's just ignorance. That is ignorant for us to continue to think that a president is coming out here to look out for black folk. No. Or even look out for people in general. No. No. Hell no. And so the people that had the knowledge already, they already knew what it was. People that's getting excited for Bernie coming in, Bernie, there's no way the establishment is going to let Bernie in anyway. First and foremost, he ain't talking right. He ain't talking right to get in. So all y'all talking about y'all gonna vote for Bernie, you run your ass down to the polls and vote for Bernie all you want to. But Bernie is not talking the right type of talk. He's talking that, you know, to people's socialist ideologies, and he's speaking about racism. He ain't talking right to win no presidency. Now, he might be able to be an advocate against racism. He could do that, but he's not talking right to be no fucking president. Hell no. That shit gonna come down to whether you gonna want to vote for Hillary or Trump. That's it. That's what it's gonna come down to, Hillary or Trump. Black people have suffered more under Obama. I think things were, you know, the idea that we are in a post-racial society kind of, you know, with him being elected, that veil, and that's something that white people and white supremacists can use to say, well, you know, this isn't a racist society because Obama is the president. Look at the guy who represents the entire country twice. Not only once, but twice. So clearly we're not racist. All the Confederate flag shit, all the burning churches, people still found lynched, cops killing black people unarmed and shit like that. All that's nothing. Look at the president. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what Obama was there for. It was to show the world, because people living here, an outside worldview of America is different. So to show the world that America is not racist, these black people over here talking crazy, anybody can achieve in this country. Look at Obama, so they can say that about us. That's what Obama was sent out here for. So they can look good. So they can look non-racist. But Obama still didn't do shit for black people specifically at all. At all. Follow the Logic says, fuck Bernie Sanders. Anyway, in Vermont, black people are like 1% of the population, but they are the majority in its prisons, and they poor too. Fuck Bernie. I said the same shit. I said, man, this brother in Vermont, what is the condition of the black people in Vermont? Like, until I can see black people's on this bandwagon, but black people, we silly like this. We always get riled up when somebody say that they fuck with black people a little bit. We just, you know, we running right to stand beside them. Oh, you like us, white man? Oh, you love us, white man? Oh, we gonna support you then since you love us, even though you've done nothing to show it really. But he marched with Martin Luther King or some shit like that. Like, I don't give a fuck about it. What is the condition of black people where you are at, where you're in control? What is the condition of those black people there? That's what would impress me. He talked about against private prisons, but if your prisons is still full, what the fuck does that mean? You see what I'm saying? So to me, again, y'all vote for whoever you want. You can like what Bernie talking about, but what is he doing in his state? Oh my God. Forbes Ferrari. We got one of these people. Let me read this comment. Obama can only do so much because Congress refused to work with him regardless. If y'all don't stop falling for that trick, when the fuck are y'all gonna wake up to those tricks? It's always, okay, if that's the case, What is the point of, because at one point now, Obama had an overall Democratic Congress. That happened during the time he's been in office. Yeah. So that excuse, but he still was able to sign in that Police Protection Act bullshit, still was able to get in the NDAA, still been able to sign these, things into legislation. But if Congress is against him, how the fuck is he getting over it then? Showing all this love to gay people and shit. How the fuck is Congress against him? If they're Republicans, and we know Republicans, they don't support gay people like that, right? How the fuck did Obama get all this shit done for gay people? So you can believe that Congress is holding him back if you must, but that's bullshit. If you really look at it, if you really think about it, it's bullshit. Seriously, think about that. If Congress is holding him back so much, how has he been able to get the shit done that he's done? Chris Gale says, do you think there should be a president in this day and age when Congress controls everything? I mean, I don't feel it's necessary to have a president personally, but they have to put somebody out there for people. Because for people to fathom that Congress runs everything, they're not going to, people don't want to fathom that. They don't want to fathom that at all. But to me, I don't feel as though there needs to be a president. Like, for what? I don't feel as though these old ass white people that's in Congress, these paid for corrupt motherfuckers should be controlling what shit gets passed either. But we still support it. We still support it. I mean, we haven't gotten to the point yet where we'll say, fuck the president, fuck Congress, fuck all that shit. We're not going to allow y'all to control us any longer. We haven't gotten to that point. Oh, Stuffman says, Robert, you can't blame Sanders for the state of black people in Vermont because as a senator, he actually has no control over the state policies of Vermont. I didn't blame Sanders. I'm talking very clear. At no point did I blame Sanders for the condition of black people in Vermont. I said under his watch, what is the condition of the black people in Vermont and what the fuck has he done to change that? That's all I said. As a senator, you got a fucking voice. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can still vote for Sanders. I mean, by all means, knock yourself out. Like, knock yourself out. Vote for him. He's still not going to get he's not going to get the presidency, but you can vote for him if you must, if you like him. If you like him, you can most definitely vote for him. Why would you not want a leader of the military? I don't give a man. Military, I just don't, I don't care that there's a leader of the military. I mean, because the people that lead the military is leading our brothers and sisters to be killed, to fight wars for no reason, to advance their criminal empire. Because we have to understand that America is a criminal empire. Criminal. So why the fuck the leaders that are leading the military, we are a criminal empire. So why the fuck why do I care? It's just, to me, if you're going to be the lead and the head of a criminal style empire, a country that will go into another country, rape, murder the women, men, whoever the fuck we want to, create an enemy out of whatever we want to. Look what the fuck they did in Iraq. I mean, if you have a president that's acting like that and that has acted like that, you can look at all these fucking presidents. I mean, what the fuck? Why do I don't care about that shit. Y'all can. You can need a leader of the military so we can continue to go in other countries and be murderers and rapists and whatever. Y'all can support that shit, but I don't. I do not support that. I think we mess ourselves up believing that when someone's on a campaign process talking about how much they care about black people, we will believe that shit. And once they get in there and don't do shit for black people, we sitting around like, well, what the fuck happened? They were campaigning. Simple. They've been campaigning since, I mean, all these presidents, when we on the 42nd, 43rd president, they've been campaigning. Ain't nobody talking about black people giving a fuck about black people. We keep falling for that shit. We don't have to, but we do anyway. You see what I'm saying? We keep falling for it. Gas is low right now. Gas is pretty low right now. Exactly. Sean Taya, I believe I'm saying your name right. One thing I learned about going overseas is that they hate Americans because of what we do. Our tactics are foul. Our tactics are foul. Our tactics are very, very foul. And they have been foul for a long time. I mean, any war you can think of, our tactics are foul. Our intentions are foul. Our tactics are foul. We just a foul motherfucking country. Let me catch up with some of these comments here. But by all means, if you want to support politics and shit, I mean, do your thing. You know, I'm not one that's going to stand against someone that supports it, but I look at it differently. So it's just, you know, I don't support the shit. Damn, y'all going ham. Hold on, let me catch up with these comments. I can't even catch up. It's going so fast. It's going so fast. Oh my God, I can't even read one without 10 more popping up. Y'all going ham. Y'all really involved in the conversation. I really appreciate that. Roy Romano says there is no honor in warfare. Well, then let's. I would say to that statement, why are we at war then? What are we doing at war all the time? Hot Negro asks Rob, do you like any of the presidents? No. I don't like crookedness. I don't like liars. I don't support that. That's not for me to do. That's not for me to do. Forbes Ferrari says, what journals, website, and other resources do you read to gain your information? I mean, I read, it just depends on what it is. I don't like getting all of my information from somebody else, first of all, because I've been living for 32 years. And I think if nothing else, if you don't use your own mind, at some point, you're going to fall for everything they put out here. All the propaganda that they put out here on these websites and news stations for you, you'll fall for all of that. So I look at life. I've been living long enough to do so. Now, I couldn't do that when I was 5, 6, not 7, 10, but at 32, shit's been fucked up for a long time. I can look at the life that we've lived, look at the history, and just put 2 and 2 together. You connect dots. That's what you do. That's what you do. In my opinion, you can get information and, you know, kind of put it in your mind. But once you start seeing, you know, once you start seeing what the fuck's going on, then I feel like you got to start putting dots together on your own, or you will always fall for what they're giving you. You'll always fall for it. You'll never be able to call out false flags and, you know, wars for profit. You wouldn't be able to see those things unless you put everything together that you gain, all the information that you gain. You got to put it together and decipher it on your own. Someone's talking about me doing Google Hangouts. Somebody got to put me up on, what do you mean when you say Google Hangout discussions? Like, is that like Skype or something like that, or what? Y'all want to Skype me? Y'all want to argue with me in real life? Is that what it is? So I'm trying to get this radio show jumped off. Let me see. Hursty says there are reports that America has been funding and supplying terror group like ISIS. America gets mad when Russia goes into the Middle East. America has become a major disgrace and joke to the world. I believe that America was funding ISIS, man. I do believe that, because if you look at some of the weapons and the trucks and shit that they had, that was American shit. For real. And Russia went there and cleaned that shit up in 3 days. America been talking about ISIS for the last year. In 3 days. In 3 days, they cleaned that shit up. Google Hangouts, you can have a few people talking together. It's like a group Skype. Okay, I don't know nothing about it. Y'all had to put me up on game on that. I might have to try to do that. But how would I invite? I mean, how would people? Y'all have to add me, I guess. Y'all have to add me on Google Hangouts. Because I did a Google Hangout yesterday. It was more like an interview with a homegirl of mine. And we talked about Black relationships. I did that with her, but it was just me and her. So I don't know, as far as the group is concerned, how that will work. But y'all add me up on there and I'll try to get it done. Because I feel like some of y'all want to argue with me live. And that's cool. Rob, who do you think will be president? I think Hillary Clinton will be president. Robert, do you feel as though the military-industrial complex will always find ways to re-enslave people disproportionately Black through forced military service? Well, I mean, the fact that the economy and the fact that Black people are poor the way that they are, a lot of Black men, in particular Black people, really go to the military just to be secure financially. That's what they do. That's how they get us in the military, is to, if you have poor people, they're going to look for whatever type of ways they can to get out of the hood, get out of the ghetto, get education. So the military is going to take you, regardless of how racist the country is, they will always come and let you work for them. They'll train you to risk your life for the country. They'll train you up real good, pay off some of your fucking debts, make you feel like you winning. But you'll always be on command. You can never speak out reality against the government, or the government at that point, or the military will turn against you. And that's the part I don't fuck with. That's the part I do not fuck with, because you cannot speak true in the military. I've had people hit me up from Facebook accounts that tell me that they're in the military. They can't use the real accounts, but they tell me that the shit I be talking about is real, but they can't say it. I think if you're in a situation where you cannot tell the truth, then something is wrong with that, the infrastructure of whatever that you are in. You can't tell the truth. This is how I know the fucking government's corrupt. You can't tell the truth. You can't. You can't tell the truth in the military. You cannot. So why would I, me personally, I don't feel like that. No people should be a part of something where you can't tell the truth without being quote unquote dealt with. Now your life's on the line for just telling the truth. That's, to me, that's a problem. To me, that is a very serious problem. No, I've never considered joining the military at all, even when I was younger. Because going to get shot up because somebody told me to was never something I was really thrilled about. This is before I even woke up. You know what I'm saying? It was never something I never understood. Like, okay, they're going to tell me to go. They ain't going. But they going to tell me to go. And I got to get my leg blown the fuck off. And I come back and I'm homeless now. They can give me a Purple Heart that I'll probably end up having a fucking pond just to get me something to eat. But now I'm homeless. I never understood. I never understood how they treat those people in the military. And you'll have people that in the military, I feel as though those should be the millionaires. If you're going to have millionaires, why the fuck is it LeBron and Kobe and, you know, what the military people who are risking their lives for the country, they struggling. You have veterans that work at Walmart and shit. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. That makes no sense. I'm trying to get a radio show thing again. I'm trying, man. I am trying. But it's just like, you know, it's like, why would I join something like that? And this is before, because I've always been a decent thinker. So before I was woke up, that didn't sit right in my spirit. Like, what the fuck? Nah, hell nah. Hell nah. Follow the Logic says if Bernie don't win and show his true white colors, I'd like Trump to win so America can really collapse. I don't think America is going to collapse based on who the president is. That's a good thought. That's a, you know, I guess, you know, but it's not a reality. Like, there's no president is going to cause the country to go downhill. You know what I'm saying? No president is going to be responsible for that at all. Nana Amma says you can do Blog Talk Radio. I do realize that. I can do Blog Talk Radio. I know that. I just want the proper equipment. I feel like that I have the type of information and type of voice that deserves, you know, just trying to get the proper equipment before I come out here and get me a radio show like that. But I'm working towards it slowly but surely. I will be on there. People can call in, cuss me out, do whatever they got to do. But I am working towards that, most definitely. Y'all going ham on hot Negro getting work, but they going ham on you, bro. I do have a GoFundMe page in the description box. If you're interested in donating to my GoFundMe page, is in the description box, along with all my other links to follow me all over the place. But my GoFundMe link is in the description box under this video, and in every one of my videos have the GoFundMe page in there. I don't pump it like that. I don't talk and say donate, donate, donate. I don't do that, but it is in there. I think I have a little under $2,000 more to raise. But the exact numbers is on my GoFundMe because people donate. So the numbers change, but the exact numbers are on my GoFundMe page. Y'all are going ham. Y'all going in. He said, Rob, my white friend wants to join the military, but I don't want him to die. He may not die. He may very well live or have a successful military career. Richard Collins says Bernie is a little too old, don't you think? No. I mean, who said the president had to be young? I don't know why we do that. But that I don't think that's a realistic concern that we should have is the age of the president. Like, what the fuck does it matter? It's not like the motherfucker's gonna be doing anything that's active other than walking, waving, standing behind a fucking microphone talking. I don't think you have to be young and jubilant to do that. Like, you can be old as hell and do that shit. Exactly. The VA hospitals do treat veterans like shit. Makes no sense. Don John said this whole world is a front for the most part. You damn right, 99%. Yeah, I feel like it's all an illusion, man. This shit ain't real to me. Everything is an illusion to me. Everything is an illusion. I don't believe in none of this shit. And me thinking that way allows me to look at things kind of, you know, at least give me an even look at things, because I don't believe in any of this shit. Ghost Messiah said, fuck the military. Father Logic says, what real socialist is going to run what real socialist is going to run to president of a capitalist racist country? Absolutely. Very, very good. I don't know how he's going to win. Talking against big banks and shit. They run the country. They run the country. It's going to take the people. That's what we can't look. Our problem is we're always, and what keeps us voting is the fact that we as a people are mentally weak. We're always waiting for a savior, or whether it becomes in the form of a president, whether it comes in the form of a senator, mayor, police commissioner. We always looking for somebody else to clean this shit up, but it's not going to happen. It's not. Jesus, ain't nobody coming to clean this shit up. We the people gonna have to stand together at some point. We are going to have to stand together and stand against the system and fight it ourselves. Like, we have to fight against it ourselves. How do I wake my generation of black youths when rappers and shows brainwash them? It's tough, man. It's tough. These rappers are successfully dumbing down the people. Or, because I have to flip this shit over, or are people just getting dumber? And that's why this type of shit appeals to them. I have to look at it like that too. Or people getting dumber where this type of music and rap actually appeals to them. So we have to look at that as well. What y'all talking about? Meek Mill? What happened with Meek Mill? What's going on with old Meek? Oh, appreciate that, man. You know, the 1831. Gotta represent Nat Turner, man. Gotta represent Nat Turner, man. Got to. I respect Nat. I want them to quit bullshit and make a movie about Nat. Right. G. Taylor says there's so much self-hatred in our own community. Absolutely. I think self-hatred is our #1 problem. It's why we listen to these whack ass rappers, and you know, that's why we're able to do this shit. We're able to do it because we have a lot of self-hatred going on. Oh, Meek Mill is beefing with Wale. Oh shit. Wale actually got some bars, man. Meek better goddamn, he better chill out. Wale got a couple bars, man. Wale has a couple bars. Meek Mill's got to be careful, man. Meek Mill's right now, with the way that he just got fucked up by Drake, he has a better chance battling Slim Jesus. He better go after people like that. He better go after Slim Jesus or somebody, because these people he fucking with got a couple bars for him, man. Robbie, you said we have to stand together, but I would like to point out that Sanders has called on us not to vote for him, but start a revolution, which would mean standing together. Okay, Sanders said it. You're impressed with Sanders saying it. I've been saying it for years. Why would him saying that to me impress me? Now, it may impress you, which is fine, but it doesn't impress me. I've been saying that shit for years now. So again, when you have black people that have been saying this shit for years, even before me, I'm not impressed with some old white man telling me to start a revolution. Black people have been saying that shit for years. For years. Since the days of black and white. I mean, when it was black and white interviews and black and white film. Like, I'm not impressed by Bernie saying it. That doesn't impress me. That doesn't impress me personally. Again, you can be impressed by that, but I can't be. Because many of my ancestors before me been saying that shit. Many of the forefathers of this black knowledge, black power, they've been saying that. So I can't be impressed by some old ass white man that's a senator of Vermont telling me we need to start a revolution. That's good, I guess, that he's saying it, but I don't really, you know. Yeah, Drake, I can't really, man. I seen some, they was, you know, making fun of this nigga doing dance moves in some video he did recently, man. This nigga just, he out here doing anything, man. He doing anything. He doing anything. Johnny Blaze says, Robert, the 1% wants to keep us divided. And as we can see, it's working. Absolutely. We are divided as a people, man. And until we come together, nothing's going to change. We could talk. We could do all this shit we want to do. Until we come together, nothing is going to change. And I'm going to deal with this new rap music, man. I'm going to deal with this new rap music. Because when I hear grown people listening to like Future and Young Thug, I can only imagine that as parents, that this is why the kids so fucking stupid. Because the parents are so fucking stupid to listen to this bullshit and call it music. That's my song. When I hear people say this, these whack ass songs that sound like, you know, it's auto-tuney sounding bullshit, but that's my song, and you grown as hell. You've had time to live through real rap. And this is your song. You have the audacity to call this your song. Listen to this shit. It's insane to me. And this is why the kids so goddamn stupid. Because the parents is stupid as hell too. Dylan, Rob, you got a weapon? No, I don't have a gun. If that's what you're asking me. I don't have a gun. This is all I got right now. This is all I'm working with out here in the streets. I know this is old school. This is back when people actually had heart. I know they don't do that no more, but that's all I got. For real. Right. I feel like an old dude, man. I feel like an old dude. When old people all the time about, you know, how music got worse and worse and worse and worse. I'm just like, you know, I never could understand. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers hating. But now as an older dude, I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, them old motherfuckers might have been on to something, because this shit that I'm listening to now, oh my God. Oh my God. I don't understand how people listen to this shit and turn it up loud and ain't saying none of the words, because I think rappers now average about, I'll say about 15 words per song. Like, they averaging about 15 words a song now, and then the hook. So you have a whole song, whatever the hook is, 15 words a song. That is it. They don't even say nothing. It's a lot of mumbling, a lot of whoa, and a lot of, you know, just dumb ad-libish. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Robert, do you agree with this statement? The enemy/system that we have in place right now is only able to exist because of income inequality. Well, I agree with that statement to an extent, because income inequality is one thing, but I think we should all be able to see that we're all slaves. So see, regardless of where you fall on the spectrum, whether you make $15,000 a year, $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, $100,000 a year, it doesn't matter. That shit is still, you are the system keeps us sick, it keeps us misinformed, and it keeps us weak. It doesn't matter where you fall at on the income aspect of it. I think in our minds that matters, but in reality, none of that shit matters. We all slaves. Whether you are $15,000 slave or $80,000 slave, you still a slave. And I think that's, you know, what we're going to have to get over. I think people think that they're better than other people, or they're better off than other people, but we're still all slaves. Black Cortez says J. Cole is probably one of the rappers right now that actually wants what's best for black people, and J. Cole is half white. Interestingly enough, if you didn't know it, I'm sure everybody did know that, but you know, interestingly enough, it's J. Cole's half white. Mama's a white lady. Richard Collins says it was Cash Money that started it all. Do you agree? I can't say it was Cash Money, man. I can't say it was Cash Money, because even during the Cash Money, you know, I guess era, whatever they were doing, I don't think music was absolutely trash then. I think T-Pain, with that shit he started doing, and now everybody's doing it, in the future did that bullshit, whatever he was doing, and now you don't need words for songs. Now you don't need words for songs at all. Yeah, most rappers right now trying to get club hits. They're trying to get club hits. And that's all it is to it. Dylan said he blamed P. Diddy. And P. Diddy don't even rap. They rap, these rappers, they're not saying shit, man. Back when Goody Mob was out, I could listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, Scarface been in the game for a long time. I mean, I can't say that they were all conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? I can't even sit and act like they were. But the music, the sound of music is just, it's terrible to me right now. Even R&B niggas doing the fucking voice synthesized shit. Like, I just don't understand, man. Oh, Reasonable Doubt. Robert, what do you think of the old Jay-Z, the one who made Reasonable Doubt? Jay-Z got bars, man. That's one of the best that ever did it, if you ask me. Best rap as far as rap, the talent is concerned. Jay-Z, you can't. I mean, the people are gonna, you know, argue against it, I guess, but you can't. To me, you can't go against Jay-Z, man. Reasonable Doubt is classic. That's classic. The Boondocks did warn us about this shit. But what we did was we ignored. We let rappers wear pink. Then they started with the skinny jeans shit. Now you're doing the auto-tune shit. Now you got a lot of them is gay and shit. Like it's like, god damn. They put us up on game about all this shit. Now all this shit I've been calling gay that these niggas is doing now. Now everybody want to call all the rappers gay. I'm like, oh shit. Well, damn, I was calling them gay a long time ago. Y'all told me I was a fucking homophobe. Now y'all saying they're gay. You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers been on some bullshit. Right. Absolutely. Father Logic says we don't necessarily need conscious rap, just good lyrics with an actual message. Absolutely. My brother likes ASAP Rocky. I'm not down with the ASAP, the whole ASAP team. I don't really fuck with them. I don't really fuck with them. I never seen the movie Idiocracy. I never seen that. Killer Cam murdered the game with that pink shit. Oh man. Killer Cam murdered the game with that. When they made pink okay, I was done. I never fell for that shit. This is before I was conscious. I was like, no, I'm not wearing pink, bro. I don't give a fuck what these rappers is doing. I'm not wearing pink. I don't give a fuck. Robert, do you believe Tupac was killed because of his consciousness? I think that was one thing that had something to do with him being murdered. Tupac signed a contract. He signed he's basically Tupac sold his soul and tried to get out of it. And they're not having that. They're not gonna do that. Tupac he signed his soul over, get up out of jail, and then it was a wrap. It was a wrap. A lot of these dudes that they'll do that. They'll sign up for the shit and then they don't want to fuck with it no more. But they ain't having that shit. You're not gonna not want to fuck with them no more. Hell nah. Naomi said, y'all sleeping Future, Fetty Wap, Young Thug, and Drake all make good music. I'll give you out of that 4. I'll give you Drake sometime. Future, hell no. Fetty Wap. In an era where you can make your own name, Fetty Wap, hell no. And Young Thug is gay as fuck. Like, come on now. Come on now. Tupac signed up for the Illuminati. I know some of y'all don't believe in that Illuminati shit. That's cool. Tupac signed up for that shit. Tupac signed up for the Illuminati. He came out here, started talking about building a black political party, start trying to empower black people, and that was too much. They couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with it. He could promote that thug life. That was cool. But once he started talking empowerment, hell no, they wasn't having that shit. New Creesure says, you may have already spoken about this, but what do you think about... God damn it, y'all typing too fast. What do you think about the LNHH special about gays coming out and being accepted in hip hop? I mean, shit, these niggas, to me, niggas gay anyway. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really care. As far as being accepted in hip hop, they need to, I really feel like they need to come out with their own genres for this music. It's not hip hop. Future, I don't know how he's called a rapper, but then again, we would call him T-Pain a rapper. It's just like I don't see how we call these people rappers, MCs. I don't understand it. But as far as people being gay, I've been thinking these motherfuckers was gay anyway. That's been what I assumed anyway. So it's, to me, it's just all the same. Now, if you want to come out and I guess have open boyfriends and shit like that, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm not shocked. I mean, these niggas been telling y'all they gay for a long time. Very subtly, they've been telling y'all they was gay anyway. And y'all didn't listen. Y'all called everybody homophobes for calling these niggas gay. So now that they don't come out as gay, full blown, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. I think Tech 9 can rap. Don't ask me, do I fuck with Tech 9? I think he can rap. Tech 9 got bars. You think Kendrick will be the next Tupac? I can't say that he'll be the next Tupac because Tupac had a foundation in him that was the Black Panther Party. His mom was a member of the Black Panther Party. So I don't know if Kendrick will ever have that with that foundation Tupac had. I don't know if Kendrick will be able to emulate that foundation. Like y'all talk about Hospen. Hospen just made a song where he, kind of really made fun of the way this new rap music sounds. He just mocked it because the shit is ridiculous. Rob, do you listen to Jeru the Jam Damager? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that guy, Razor. Jeru, I've never heard of Jeru. The Boondocks got sold out. Y'all talking about the Boondocks. The Boondocks got sold out after season 3. Aaron Magruder sold the Boondocks out to the white man. So season 4 is not even Aaron Magruder, the original person who was writing the Boondocks. He's not even him. He sold that out. He sold it out. Now he does that Black Jesus thing that people don't like. A lot of Christians mad at that Black Jesus show. But Aaron Magruder is doing that Black Jesus show now. Robert, can the celebrities who are making all the money from the system ever come around for the people? They're not going to come around because they put money over pride. They'll tell you, they'll say money over bitches, but it's really money over pride. They don't have any black pride, any black knowledge about them. Now, I recently saw something about Waka Flocka Fame say he was running for Speaker of the House or some shit like that. He's running for Speaker of the House. Waka Flocka. So, maybe some of them are becoming more conscious. We saw a lot of the rappers, I don't say a lot of rappers, but we saw some rappers at the Million Man March. So maybe they'll, wake up or some shit like that. I don't know, but I doubt it. I do not watch Black Jesus. I've never seen the show. I've never seen the show Black Jesus. I got a whole video about Straight Outta Compton, bro. I got a whole video about Straight Outta Compton. I can't say that I liked it. I mean, it was a movie to watch, but I can't really say that I liked it. Robert, what do you think of Killer Mike in terms of someone who raps about real shit? Killer Mike's dope. He raps about real shit and he speaks, which is another thing that I think it stands out more to me when a person speaks about real shit. As much more as far as them rapping, like Immortal Technique, somebody asked me about him. I don't like him as a rapper, but when he speaks, the brother is very smart. I would prefer these people speak intelligently, speak on their interviews instead of talking about beef and dumb shit. Speak what's real. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm into. I fuck with Lupe. Lupe got bars. Lupe got conscious bars too. Lupe got conscious bars. Absolutely. That Black Jesus, yeah, it doesn't make Jesus real. I had somebody hit me up my inbox. They wanted to talk to me about how Jesus was black and all this shit and came. I'm just like, that doesn't mean anything to me. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean anything to me. The fact that Jesus could be black, yellow, brown, purple, white, whatever y'all want to make him, it's still, the story still ain't real. So it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I'm not into his bars. I don't like all types of rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into Immortal Techniques, the way he sets up his songs. It's not necessarily what he's saying that I don't like. It's I don't like his beat selection isn't great to me. His production isn't great to me. So I'm not really into him as a rapper, but I can listen to Immortal Technique talk all day long. I'm not a fan of Childish Gambino. The nigga picked his name and he put Childish first. I refuse. These niggas can pick any name they want to. This nigga picked Childish as his first name. I can't. I cannot. My favorite rappers right now, man, I mean, J. Cole, Kendrick, and I'm listening to Crit right now. The Games album, I listened to the Games album. The Game can rap. I've been listening to that. But I mean, as far as these new dudes, Crit, Cole, and Kendrick. That's all I'm listening to right now. That's the only people I can say, you know, that really got bars that I can fuck with like that. What do you think we should do to get rid of the coons in our race? Educate them. That's all we can do. That's all we can try to do. There's really nothing you can do about coons. I'm more concerned about coons having kids. That's what worries me. That's what worries me the most. Is these coons having kids. They're going to raise them with no pride whatsoever. KRS-One is very dope. I can listen to KRS-One talk all day long, man. Joe Budden got bars. I've been listening to Joe Budden since he was dropping the fucking when he used to be mixtape rapper. He was dropping the mood musics and shit. I fuck with Joey then. His albums are very, very emo though. They're very emotional. So that takes away some of the feel that I've had for Joe Budden's in the past. But his records are very, very emotional. Lil Wayne at one point was my favorite rapper. And for anybody that will argue that Lil Wayne has never had bars, that is ridiculous to me. That's crazy. When people, you can talk about Lil Wayne now because he done got on that futury T-Pain voice bullshit talking about pussy and pussy all the goddamn time. But if you can say any person that says Lil Wayne never had bars, that's ridiculous. I can't even take him serious. I can't even take him serious. Lil Wayne has had bars in his career. I think he just burnt out of them. He gave out too many mixtapes, too many fucking mixtapes for no reason. And they was hot, but he burnt the fuck out. I can't agree that white people have completely hijacked rap. I can't agree with that because I mean, how many white rappers are there? I mean, you can count them on one fucking hand. So I can't say they hijack rap. That's a little extreme. Cassidy got bars. Pusha T, I fuck with Pusha T hard. He got bars most definitely. Pusha T got bars. Robert, how can I educate people best when considering the fact that I'm a white boy going around talking about racism? White boy going around talking about racism and a revolution, and that strikes many people as crazy. It shouldn't matter how people view you, or it shouldn't matter that people think you're crazy. People think I'm crazy. I'm black and I'm doing it, and people think I'm crazy. So, you know, you can study the likes of people like Tim Wise, Jane Elliott, people that did it before them, people that actually risked their lives for the movement. White people that were sitting in with black people getting shit poured on them called nigger lovers. It don't matter how society deems you, because we already said society is fake. So people calling you crazy shouldn't even fucking matter. You keep using your voice to educate people with your voice, however you feel like you need to do it. That's all it is to it. Like, it doesn't matter what people talking about. People tell me I'm crazy every day. Tell me shut the fuck up every day. Black people, white people alike. Like, it is what it is. But you can't, to me, you cannot, you know, if you down for the cause, then you got to be down for the cause regardless of what anybody's saying about you. If you really down. I can't listen to 2 Chainz. I personally can't listen to 2 Chainz. I can't fuck with 2 Chainz in any type of way. Scarface, I listen to Scarface album is dope. Hey Rob, you still got beef with Tariq? I mean, nah, man. I mean, brothers, he doing his thing. Shit, I'm doing mine. There's no reason for me to have an ongoing beef with Tariq Nasheed. That doesn't really make any sense. I still don't agree with some of his points as to making money off of information like he does. But I mean, that's how he gets bread. That's his hustle. Johnny Blaze says, whenever I talk about racism, I always get the "but you're half white" comment. How do you think I should respond to that? You need to let them know how many white people that rode for the cause, man. That's all it is to it. There's been white people that rode for the cause, not many, but white people have stood up and rode for the fucking cause. And you can tell them that J. Cole is half white too. And they treat J. Cole like, you know, he's a revolutionary. He says, you know, real shit. He's half white. So it doesn't matter whether you have white or not. It matters what the fuck you stand up for. It matters what you stand up for. Oh, Stuffman says, Robert, how do I get my voice heard? You keep talking. I don't have a method. That's all I've done is just keep saying whatever. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I just keep talking. Keep speaking truth to power. That's really all it is to it. That's all it is to it, man. You keep going. You don't allow yourself to become discouraged by anything at all. You don't allow yourself to become discouraged by anything at all. Don John, oh no, I don't think Tariq Nasheed selling information is a bad thing. I never said that. I need y'all to stop this putting words in my fucking mouth. I never said it was a bad thing. If you're going to sell the information, I think it should be something that people could readily find, as well as on being bought off Amazon. It also needs to be, to me, it needs to be put on a place in a place where people can readily get to it, as well as on Amazon. I never said him selling it is a bad thing. I never described it as that at all. Styles P is the hardest. He's the hardest nigga in the streets. He's been telling y'all for years. I fuck with Styles and Jada and Sheik. I fuck with the entire D block. Eminem got bars for days. I don't understand how people disrespect Eminem because he's white, to disrespect his bars. Now people be like, I can't relate to Eminem, whatever. His bars, the way he raps, the way he goes in and out of triple syllable bars, like hands down, Eminem is one of the best lyricists that you're going to find out here. Point blank, plain and simple. Robert Perkins, do you work for the white man? If you asking me, do I have a job? Yes. Yes, I am a slave to the system, just like most other people are. I am a slave. Yes, ma'am. That's why I speak up for the working class people. I haven't gotten to the point where I could just live off of, hell, if I was living off YouTube, I guess I'd be working for the white man in that case too. But I work. Shit, I don't know. I'm trying to not work, goddammit. But right now I work. Lovely Nat says we need to boycott fast food. Growing up, I always ate home-cooked meals. Now our people are fat and sick. Boycott fast food. those home cooked meals, if you do some research, you have to be careful that you're not getting GMOs. A lot of these home cooked meals also have ingredients in them that cause cancer. I advise anybody that hasn't seen the documentary Pink Ribbon Ink to watch that documentary. They'll put you up on a lot of game as far as what's in the food causing cancers. Also, there's a documentary on Netflix called Forks Over Knives, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You can also watch that, and that will put you up on game as to what they put in as home cooked food, as well as what's in the food out here at these fast food restaurants. Stop using coon. It's a racist white word. Nope. Not going to stop using coon. I'm sorry. Apologize if it offends anyone. But I'm going to speak. I'm going to call people out for cooning if they're cooning. That's all it is to it. And I don't even think, we've been sitting here for about 2 hours now, and I don't think I've said anything about coon. So I don't know where it came from. I might have said it maybe once, but I ain't even said no whole lot of coon or talked about no coon shit. So, you know. But when it comes time for it, goddammit, I'm going to call people coons if they're cooning. All it is to it. Cowspiracy. Aaron Israel says Cowspiracy. I haven't seen the Cowspiracy documentary. I did see it was on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. But if I watch it, it is something that that I feel like need to be put out here. I will be putting it up on Facebook. I'll be sharing the information. I'll be sharing the information. Truth hurts. If you want to know what 1831 means, Google Nat Turner. Google Nat Turner's Rebellion, and you'll find out exactly what 1831 is about. Nat Turner. My definition of a coon is a person that's been sold out, that supports and speaks on behalf of white supremacy. It's simple. Y'all make it hard. Like y'all don't know what the fuck a coon is, but that's really all it is to me, is a person a black person who has decided to speak on behalf of white supremacy, support their people being brutalized, victimized, and deny the not only the lasting effects of slavery, but will deny that black people deserve reparations for slavery. These are coon type statements. People that hate their own women, hate their own men, coons. Hate yourself, coon. Like, it's simple. Like, it's very simple. I don't listen to D-Storm Power. I don't know if that's a person or a station, but I don't listen to that. I've never heard of J-Rock. So I don't listen to that either. I would rather follow Malcolm X as a leader. I respected Malcolm X more than I did MLK. Now, MLK towards the end, I fucked with him too. It's not that I have a dream shit. I ain't really into all that. I heard that Spike Lee had a movie about Nat Turner coming out. I don't know how true it was, but I did hear that they had a movie coming out about Nat Turner. Robert, does it bother you to know that Nat Turner was an almost insanely religious man and thought that a splotch in the sky was a sign from God? No, that doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. Harriet Tubman was religious as well. I mean, you have to understand that these people were this was what they were taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're taught that this is the reality, if you're under the spell and the miseducation and the misinformation of religion, then that's why you think that he would think that. That's not his fault. If he had been in touch with his African ancestry, then he would not have thought it was no God. So it doesn't bother me at all that he was religious that way. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all that MLK was religious or that Malcolm X was religious. I mean, It is what it is. That's the miseducation of the people. Right. He said MLK was a coon, so they allowed him to live. As soon as he realized his mistakes and got real about reparations, they murked him off. Absolutely. Got real about reparations and started speaking out against the war in Vietnam. They didn't want to hear no shit like that. Do I watch Michael Moore documentaries? I've seen the ones that he's had, but they were years ago. I don't know if he has a new one, but I've seen the ones he's had, the ones that he's made, you know, the old school ones, I guess I would have to call them at this point. I've seen those. Yeah. Rob, did you hear about the history book that said slaves were migrated over as workers? That's the shit they was pulling up in Texas. I made a whole video about them changing that shit in the history books, and people told me I was tripping. But there was a black woman. There was a black woman mother who spoke out against, you know, the history books trying to take slavery out of the history books in Texas. That black woman stood up. And I have mad respect for her. We not boycotting something, we will bootleg Star Wars. Oh yeah, there are people that say, I mean, black people still say they're gonna watch Star Wars now. If you really into Star Wars, then shit, you're gonna go watch it. But I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I'm not gonna go to the movies to watch it. Like, it's not that serious to me. Robert Perkins, what's your opinion of blacks fighting in the Confederate Army? They didn't know no better, man. They didn't know no better. Like, those people didn't know any better. And it's not, you know, again, when you got misinformed people that don't know any better, that have that slave mentality, there were black people that would sell out, which is more telling to me, black people that would snitch out slaves that were planning on running away. Like, that's more telling than them even fighting in the fucking Confederate Army. Because all they have to do is threaten them, like, motherfucker, you my slave, I'm gonna kill you if you don't fight the army, so they can get that off. But people that voluntarily snitched out, you know, runaways or rebellions, those people are more telling about the mentality of some of these black people that live down in the South. That is more telling to me than them fighting in the army. For real. Because those people was just, you know, running around basically trying to be rewarded for stitching out their own people. Are black drug dealers, black gangbangers, black gangster rappers, and black strippers and porn stars coons? Black drug dealers are coons. I'll say not if it's weed though. I can't call a black person selling weed a coon. I can't. I just can't. I can't consciously do that. But if you selling crack to your hoods, yes. To me, you are a coon. Black. Oh God, damn, y'all typing fast. Shit, I lost my place. Hold on, let me go back because I can't just lump all that in together like you did. Okay. Black gangbangers are super saiyan coons because they're actually taking black life. I've said that before. Black gangster rappers are most definitely coons, especially the ones that don't speak, because hardly none of them ever speak out against the system and what's going on with black people. So they're most definitely coons. Now, black strippers and porn stars, I can't call them coons. They're making money selling sex. Now, how are they making that money? They're not paying themselves. You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't call them coons. I couldn't call them coons. Yeah, some of these questions can't be real, you know. Robert, what do you think about an openly gay rapper rapping about gay activities? I think that gay people will buy that record. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Gay people will buy those records. Oh yeah, them Super Saiyan. If you taking Black life for nothing, you have to. That's not a regular coon. That's not the coon we like. Raven Simone, her saying she wouldn't hire people with ghetto names. She's a coon for saying she's from every continent in Africa. She's a coon for those things. But if you're taking another Black person's life because that motherfucking because that Black man has on a red T-shirt, oh, you have to be Super Saiyan at that point. You have to be. You have to be at that point. You done charged up. You charged the fuck up. Azalea Banks should be the voice of the generation truths. Hell no. Blacks don't like different or loud Black women, which is why she gets hated on because she coons too much. Azalea Banks is an attention whore coon. She says some real shit sometimes, and I can't say she doesn't say real shit sometimes. I've heard her say some real shit, but she's a fucking coon. She says she don't even fuck with Black men. How the fuck can you be a voice for Black people if you don't fuck with Black men? Come on now. Come on now. I can't support Azalea because she don't support Black men. I can't support that. Robert, what do you think about the homos trying to take over the conscious community? I mean, if it's allowed to happen, then that's the conscious community's fault. Homos can't take over shit unless they're allowed to. That's that. I can't fuck with that. My views on global warming. Well, I don't know what you mean. I think one of the things that we need to do to fight global warming is get away from this fossil fuel shit, charge us for gas like they are. I think there should be alternative sources of energy, wind, water as well as solar. There is no reason that we run around using fossil fuels still, raping other countries for their oil that they have. The reason we are murdering other people. I feel as though global warming can be avoided, but we are too fucking capitalistic as a world, as a nation, to do anything about it. We don't give a fuck about the earth. Like, get the fuck out of here. The earth? Nobody give a fuck about the earth, man. We should. We should. Electric cars, they have those, but they'll charge you $100,000 for an electric car. I mean, it's the game is rigged. It's rigged. It is rigged. I do eat pork. I still, you never change your name. I'm gonna call you X again this week. I do eat pork. Pepperoni is probably one of my favorite pork items. Pepperoni pizza. That's probably about the only really truly pork thing. Now, I'm not as specific to look at the pork on candy and all that shit. Like, I ain't full blown like that, but pepperoni pizza is probably one of the things I do eat that I know is pork. And bacon. I eat bacon too. What can I say? What do you think of Drake and Meek Mill beef? Somebody already asked me that already, but I don't think anything of it. I mean, it's two rich motherfuckers that don't give a shit about Black people. You know, like, they can beef all the fuck they want to. Both of them still got more money than I got, so I can't, you know. They got money. I think they don't give a fuck about the people, so I don't really give a fuck about them beefing. It is what it is. I heard. Now I did hear Meek Mill was coming out with another song about Drake. I did hear that. So you know he's teaming up with somebody to make another song about Drake. But I'm just like, you know, it's just pointless at this point to me. Keith Murray is still battling. I didn't think Keith Murray, Fredro Starr. I wouldn't think that they would be battling. They old as fuck. I can't imagine that battle would be hot. What do you think about Cannabis pulling out that notepad? I don't know anything about that. I know Cannabis at one point had bars. Cannabis at one point had bars. Grand Theft Auto. I don't play Grand Theft Auto. Y'all talking about Ghazi? Yeah, though Ghazi is he's a gay dude that seems to, you know, he cares about black people though. It's hard for me to listen to him speak, but I mean, it seems that he actually cares about the people. Now he's not, if to be a Pan-Africanist and be a homosexual means he's never going to reproduce any black children. So it's just, you know, I don't really know about that. But I can't say that he's not down for the people. I can't say that about him. And he's actually spoken out against the LGBTQ. If I'm saying that right, he's actually spoken out against those. He's actually spoken out against that group because he called them a racist organization. I do occasionally smoke a little marijuana. Guilty of that. Guilty of that. Hell yeah. Black Cortez asked me, are you going to boycott Black Friday? Hell yeah. I boycotted last year. Made posts about it, made videos about it. I mean, even when I was out here, I could still see that black people they're not going to boycott, but I most definitely am. Yeah, guys, he a flamboyant gay dude. You know, he's real flamboyant with it. I don't really get into all that flamboyant shit, but I can't say he doesn't care about the people. What do I think of Drake dating Serena Williams? I don't care. I don't care that Drake is dating Serena. I don't know of that to be a concern of mine. I don't know that to be a concern of mine. He's rich. You get to get whatever he wants. Robert, how can you call someone gay when you be having women type hairstyle? You make yourself look like a huge hypocrite. I can call someone gay because they have sex with dudes. And if my locks are feminine and I can't call someone gay because they have sex with dudes, then, I mean, it is what it is. No, I've never tried any psychedelic drugs whatsoever. I'm not into all that. It's always somebody in here talking about my hair, man. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand it. Don't understand niggas talking about my hair, but fine. But I mean, I got locks. What the fuck I supposed to do? Yeah, Reggie got to be trolling, or either he gay and mad. I don't know. It might be a situation like that. Man, James Harden. Somebody said I got a James Harden beard, but I didn't get brushed off by my girl like he did. James Harden got brushed off by Chloe, man. Chloe put that nigga on pause. Chloe put him on pause. No, I don't drink any type of alcohol whatsoever. I don't drink any type of alcohol. That's not my thing. Yeah, it's weird having dudes. I be feeling like dudes got like maybe like a hair lock envy of me or some shit. I don't really know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but I mean, shit, I got locks. I don't know. People always, I mean, dude, it be dudes too. Like, that's what's weird. Like, what the fuck? Weird fucking questions. How do I know you don't have sex with dudes? I mean, you treat your hair like you want to attract boys. You a dude and you looking at my hair, bro. I don't know why. Why would a dude be attracted to my hair unless he was gay? Why would a dude even be looking at my hair like that unless he felt some type of way about my hair? Now, I had dudes ask me, well, what style locks you got? You know, I fuck with it. And I respect those dudes, man. I respect dudes that can actually come to me on some real life shit and, you know, say they fuck with my locks. How do I get them? How do I keep them up? But I mean, I don't know what the fuck y'all be. Some of these dudes be talking about, man. It's wild. Some wild shit. Some wild shit. No, none of my kids have locks. As of now, none of my kids have locks. I wouldn't be gay. The homie said, if I was gay, would you be open and would you speak about gay? I wouldn't be gay. Like, why would I ever, if I was gay? I can't think about hypothetical situations like that. Why would I ever do that? It doesn't make any sense. Right. Black Quartet. That's what I believe happened too. Khloe Kardashian just used Lamar Odom's incident to get media attention. Everybody was talking about her coming to his aid, forgetting the facts that his family were already by his side. Absolutely. She was out sucking and fucking a whole nother dude, and then he apparently was doing the same type shit. So just like shit weird, yo. Hey man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how much people be on talking about my hair. Yeah, I plan on getting some more tats, man. I just don't know what. I wanted to get some tats to kind of represent my growth and where I am right now and things that are important to me. But I don't know what. So, you know, and I ain't really had the money to get no tattoos either. But I do plan on getting some more. I don't know what the fuck people talking about, man. Yeah, Reggie trying to get him some. He trying to get me to slip so he can hit me up in my inbox. Reggie bullshitting. Reggie bullshit. He trying to get that inbox work. Because I have some gay dudes that try me in my inbox and I'll be like, bruh, hell no. Nah. But Reggie trying to get me to slip up so he can hit my inbox up. I ain't down with that bullshit, man. I do not rap and I do not do spoken word. That Cosby cover, man, that just the Ebony magazine, the way they did that Cosby cover, man, that just shows you that Ebony is not black owned. They're just trying to further destroy. And this ain't even an image of the black family. This was a show. They just trying to destroy everything Bill Cosby ever did in his life, man. I don't fuck with that, man. I don't fuck with that. Hell yeah, Wendy. Hell yeah. You want to smoke an L and talk with me? Hell yeah. We in. You can hit me up my inbox. Reggie, you stay out of my fucking inbox. Nigga tripping. Nigga straight tripping. Nah, I mean, I would never cut my hair off, but I'm not gonna let it get down the legs and shit either. I'm gonna stop it at some point. I ain't gonna let it get all the way down to my ankles and shit. Wouldn't do that. Man, I hope to. Twism's asked me, are you going to travel and speak like Umar Johnson? Johnson, I would hope to get to that level, man. Umar been in the game for a long time, man. I ain't gonna say a long time, not like Farrakhan or 50 years shit, but Umar been in the game for like 10 years. You know, I'm just in for 4, but I do hope to get to that level, man. I do hope to get to that level, man. But yo, that Ebony magazine shit, man, that's just we should know who controls that magazine, man. We know who control it now. For real. Yeah, exactly. Black people still going ham at Subway. Robert, would you be willing to try any psychedelics to expand your mind? I can hook us up if I'm ever in Charlotte. Hell no, psychedelics. Nah, bro. My man is expanded. When I wake up, I'm good. I don't need no psychedelics to do it, man. I know LSD and PCP and shit like hell nah. Shrooms. Hell nah, man. Hell nah. Weed is about as far as I've ever been, and as far as I'm gonna go. I ain't never did pills or nothing. I can't really fuck with that. Yeah, Umar is man. Umar's a smart brother, man. I respect what he does, man. I respect what he does. Baby boy, I think Debt's short for Detroit, maybe saying what's wrong with Subway. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with Subway, but Jared got caught, fucking little kids. Ain't nobody boycott Jared and them. Nobody boycott that. Nobody boycotting that, but everybody going ham on Bill Cosby. That Big Crit mixtape is dope. I was bumping that when the joint first started. I was bumping that when it first started, man. Yeah, Reggie, man. I'm gonna have to block that dude, man. I'm gonna have to block this Reggie dude. I don't watch secular talk on YouTube. X. I don't watch that. I never liked Subway like that anyway, man. Like I like Jersey Mike's if I'm gonna eat a sub. Jersey Mike's and Firehouse subs. I don't eat Subway. I didn't have to boycott them because I wasn't eating that shit anyway. No, they haven't charged Bill Cosby with anything yet, but I don't know what's gonna come of that. I have heard of Sinetta TV. He has a lot of debates and shit on there. I have heard of. I've checked out a couple of debates before in my time, but I'm not really into watching two dudes argue about different religions. I'm not really into that type of shit. I don't listen to Travis Scott. Exactly. Black folks still fuck with Eddie Long after he got caught up fucking with them little boys. Not only, let me tell you how fucked up that was. Not only did Eddie Long not lose his congregation, Creflo Dollar backed him and told people to keep going to Eddie Long's church. Keep going. Keep going. Like, come on now. We know the game is rigged. We know the game is rigged, man. The homie said, I will learn from Sinetta. What can I learn from Sinetta that I can't read on my own? Let me go ahead and block this Reggie nigga, man. I don't like niggas with this gay shit, man. Like, god damn, bro. Why you come here with the gay shit? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. And don't be in my inbox either. Hoe ass nigga. These niggas come with this fucking bullshit ass. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all typing fast as shit. This nigga, man, I'm trying to goddamn block this nigga. It's not allowing me. It won't even let me block Reggie. Reggie must be the feds or something. Something going on. Reggie, I can't even block the motherfucker. Oh, gay ass nigga, man. I can't even block the nigga, man. I done tried 3 separate times. That's why I held up for a second. Like, I can't even block the motherfucker, man. Gay ass nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ignore that shit, man. Yeah, I can't block him. Fuck it. But god damn, niggas just the fuck out of here, man. Oh, gay ass nigga wanna come over here and try to goddamn get me on the gay shit with him so he can hit me up in my fucking inbox. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. We over here talking about life shit, and this nigga come over here with the gay shit, man. Shit. Baby boy, you ain't paying attention, cuz this nigga said Reggie ain't said that in the last 5 minutes. Nigga, Reggie on every goddamn page. The fuck? But I'm gonna ignore that shit, though. I just have to goddamn skip over the fucking comments and just ignore that shit. What are my thoughts on irritated Genie? I think the brother's smart, man. He's smart and he's well spoken. I respect, I've seen a couple of him where he's exposing a lot of the homosexuality and shit to be going on. He don't fuck with Obama. I remember seeing some shit he did about Obama before. But I respect him. I do respect him. When you get global big, are you worried about the government trying to stop you? Hell no. Nah. I can't be worried about that. That's what'll slow you down. If they take me out, y'all know why. That's all I give a fuck about. As long as my life meant something and can inspire somebody if I get on that level. For real. I'm not scared of shit, though. Nothing scares me at all. My thoughts on Usher. What did Usher do that I would have thoughts on him for? Y'all be asking me about a lot of famous motherfuckers as far as thoughts on them. I don't really know. I don't really know. You said irritated Genie worked for Homeland Security before? I think I heard him say something like that. Or yeah, I think he might have said something like that before, but I never held him for it or never was like, well, fuck him because he did that. I mean, shit. It is what it is. Gotta work, hell. Gotta work. Shit, I'm out here working right now. So, if I get to a certain point, motherfucker, like, well, Robert, that he works for the white man. I even had people that will try to use that against me as, some type of negative thing. Like, and if I wasn't working, motherfuckers talk about black men lazy as hell. Like, it's like a fucking lose-lose. Oh, Usher has a conscious record out right now. Well, I remember Usher. Now, I'm telling you, I saw Usher, and I put a picture of him up on my Instagram. It was, God, what the fuck? He had on a T-shirt that said something. And I forget what the fuck he had on it, but it was a conscious T-shirt. He was rocking it at his fucking concert. And I forget what it was. I can't even remember what it was. But I remember him doing that, and I respected that. I really respected Usher for doing that. So if he actually has a conscious song out, that's dope. What's your advice on a black man working somewhere with not a lot of black people work? What's your advice on a black man working somewhere with not a lot of black people work? Retype that for me in a better, because I don't quite understand what you're saying. Yes, it was Juneteenth. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was Juneteenth. He was talking, he had a T-shirt on talking about Juneteenth, and black people don't even know nothing about that. Don't know nothing about Juneteenth or celebrating Juneteenth. But I respected him for doing that. Because not a lot of these famous people even, they're not even putting, they're not really putting that type of knowledge in their head. No, I'm not voting in no election. What do you think of Old Dirty Bastard's death? I mean, I know how the system works. I know when you come out here and you speak true, you putting your life on the line, especially if you're famous that way. I know that. What I don't know that he was silenced, because I don't know if he signed this. I don't know if he sold his soul over to, to being controlled. If he agreed to be controlled, I don't know that he did that. I don't know what situation he was in, but if he agreed to be controlled, they're going to come for you. They're going to come for you, man. If you agree to be controlled and then call yourself not being controlled or coming out, they're going to come for you. So you have to agree to not be controlled. That's what I feel like it is. Hold on, let me see. You rephrase your question. Let me go look at that. Damn. God damn it. I'll be losing questions. Every time I go to read one, like just the whole screen, I just lose the whole question. After you rework, what's your advice on a black man working somewhere with not a lot of black people work? No, that can't be it. Maybe let me see. I'm trying to see. Maybe you mean a person working around a lot of white people? What's your advice on a black man working somewhere where there's no black employees? I mean, I can't. It is what it is. I mean, long as you're not letting those white people disrespect you, I don't see a problem with that. You got to work, man. You got to work. You have to work. So I don't see a problem with that. Now, what'll happen is sometime when you get a lot of white people and you only got one black person, they'll think they can disrespect the shit out of you. So hopefully you're not allowing yourself to be disrespected. But you in there making the same money as everybody else. Shit. That's why I try to tell white folk, regular average white folk, y'all the same. I mean, we work together out here. We all slaves. That's why I say that. Because the situation is just like you describe your work situation. Those are white people in there with you that don't even realize that they fucking slaves too. We are slaves to our jobs. And a lot of us don't acknowledge it, especially white folk. Especially white people. They will not acknowledge that we are all the same and we all slaves out here. Do I own any Nikes? Yeah, I do. I do have some Nikes. I mean, because I have shoes that I don't have for years, man. Because I don't do a lot in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have my shoes last for a long ass time. I got Nikes, Reeboks. That's really about it. I used to wear Pumas when I was back in the day, but I do got some Nikes on. Serious question. Have you heard of a man perming their beard so it would appear longer? I haven't heard of it, but you just not put me onto it. Hey, motherfuckers do whatever they gotta do. I wouldn't do that because I think your beard hair would be straight then. I don't want why somebody want to have a straight beard. That would look kind of weird. Now, a method that you could use for all my beard dudes is on trying to join beard gang. You can wash and blow dry it. Get a blow dryer with a comb on it, and that'll give you a little bit more volume. Because just like you see Team Natural talking about shrinkage, well, it's real with beards too. Depending on the type of hair texture you have with your beard, you can get that blow dry and that comb jumped off. So, just a little knowledge to put out there. What are your thoughts on dealing with ignorant white people in the workplace? You cuss them motherfuckers out. What you mean? There's no dealing with them. You put them in their fucking place. Let them know you ain't one of them kind of blacks. You not one of them ones that's gonna be disrespected. Fuck that. You not one of them ones. Straight up. Robert, in your opinion, what's a good salary to make annually that would secure you to live comfortably? I would say $75,000 to $80,000 a year. That would secure you to live comfortably. That's why I don't understand why so many people sell out for millions and millions. You don't even need all that shit. You get, I say about 75, 80, maybe 85, 90, but you could be good with that much money per year, man. Unless you just wild out with your money. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wild out, then, you have to make a salary that will balance that, wilding out. But you can live without having, in excess of millions and millions of dollars. Absolutely. Nadia Verse says, how do you deal with coons in the workplace? The same way you deal with white folk. You put the motherfuckers in their place. If they bring it to you, now if they cooning over there, you let people, like I work, you know what I mean? I'm around all types of motherfuckers. If they bring it to you, then you put them in their place. But if they cooning over there, then let the motherfuckers do what they gotta do. Let them do what they gotta do. Robert, do you think Tyler Perry sold out? Absolutely. Like, he's one of the black bourgeois motherfuckers. Like, yeah, he sold out. He sold out. He did what he had to do for the money. He did what he had to do for the money. Are you a coon for wearing Jordans? Now, I won't call you a coon for wearing Jordans, bro. I think if you stand in line and spend $250 for them, then you stepping on along the lines of being a coon, but I ain't gonna just call you a coon for wearing J's. Yeah, it is what it is. I got some J's, but I ain't paid but $80 for them. I got some J's too, but I'm not gonna pay a ridiculous amount of money for J's or for any type of fucking shoe. Fuck that shit. I'm not paying more than $80, $85 for no damn shoes. That's ridiculous. Would you date a female that's 10 years younger than you? Yeah. That'd be 22. It depends on where her mind was. Depends on what type of mind she got and whether she was down for her people or not. What do you think of the new album to Pimp? Well, god damn. I lost it. What do you think of the new album to Pimp a Butterfly? That's not a new album. But I have a whole video about that album here on my channel where I gave a I guess just a judgment of the album overall. But overall, yeah, I fuck with Kendrick, man. Rob, how do you handle being pulled over for no reason? I mean, shit, I would just stay cool. Know your rights, man. Know your rights. Know your rights. That's how you handle being pulled over for no reason. You know your rights. Don't cower. Don't be disrespectful. Allow yourself to be disrespected, but I wouldn't be all extra either. Just be cool, be level-headed, and just, goddamn it, if they pulled you over for no reason, then you ain't getting no ticket or nothing, so everything should be good. I have coworkers that act black, and I swear they are the most annoying ass people on the planet. Hey, you're gonna have some white folk that that will go there and act like that, but that's just like you'll have black people that they will say act white. I mean, everybody got their own little thing. But shit, I don't let people annoy me unless they're being fucking ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what color you're acting like. As long as you're not being ignorant, I don't have a problem with that. Hold on, let me see. Try to catch up with some fucking comments here. My thoughts on 9/11. I feel like somebody asks me it every week. Every week. 9/11 was an inside job. That's really, in my quick version of it, is it was an inside job. If you look at the evidence that's been presented around the incident, to draw any other conclusion to me is being selectively ignorant and selectively blind. Robert, what would you do if you found out that the woman you had sex was a transsexual, and how would you handle that? That can't happen to me. This is impossible. Some of this stuff y'all ask me, that's impossible. Transsexual, I don't care how good y'all be saying these women look. I don't see how people don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how you can't tell that you're having sex with a man. I don't get it. Now, I get that people get tricked and they'd be upset about it, but it's to me, I don't think you should be killing nobody, because some people kill the transsexual, they'll kill them. So you go from having sex with somebody that had their dick cut off, kill them. Now you're in jail being raped for a long time. You're being raped, no women in sight. So I think you just have to handle it the best way you can, but not put yourself in an even worse situation. I think that's crazy. That's crazy. I've been growing my beard for almost a year. I've never seen Master P's biopic. I've never seen Master P's biopic at all. Robert, have you ever had a supernatural experience, such as living in a haunted house? No, I have not. But I've never experienced any type of ghost type shit in my life. Big look, I got to say, yo, some of you fools up in here asking Rob about celebrities, fashion, sports, pop music. That's why we are failing. Get your mind right or get left. Damn real. Damn real, bro. Shit that don't even like. None of these people ask me about give a fuck about black people. Most of them don't. I mean, I'll give them Usher and shit like that, but the significance of 1831, Google Nat Turner. That's all you got to do. And you'll know exactly what 1831 is about. For real. Robert, do you think we should buy gas masks for them chemtrails? I saw a weird reaction in the sky yesterday. I mean, if you're gonna wear gas masks all your life, I mean, you know, I don't know about doing that. But by all means, if you feel as though that shit is going to affect you, then by all means protect yourself. Protect yourself at all costs, in my opinion. Damn it. I mean, shit, I'm letting y'all, you know, this is how we do it. Gabby Twin says, Rob not bringing up topics either, so they talk what they know. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know. I just respond to whatever y'all saying on here, man. I just respond to whatever people are saying on here. I just take it as it comes. Because I feel like it's more, you know, it's more spontaneous that way. Because I talked about what we was going to talk about as far as the topics that I had here. Y'all just now getting here after 3 hours. Like, well, you know, why ain't you talking about the 6 churches? Well, I talked about that shit way earlier, you know, and I kind of opened the forum up for everybody to be able to just vibe with me and talk about, you know, whatever y'all want to talk about. That's how I kind of set the format up if y'all been following me every Wednesday. Niggas don't appreciate shit, boy. God damn. Coming here to fuck with y'all and y'all niggas talking shit. All right. We'll keep going. I just look at Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. Did you see 4 yet? Rob, you put me onto it. I haven't saw 4 yet. I do have 1, 2, and 3. But I don't even think 4 is not even out yet. Once it comes out, you know, I'll put y'all up on game. You know, I'll let y'all know that it's out for people that don't know. I most definitely will put y'all out on game. I'll put y'all up on game. Don John asked me, do I believe in God? No, I don't. Don't believe in God. Hey, I appreciate the love, Jamel. I really appreciate the love, bro. And I hope you continue to support my videos, man. And we are living, you know, we can all live and grow together out here and get this knowledge together. X says you used to watch my older videos. Them shits was mad funny. I'm glad you fuck with them, man. I'm glad you fuck with my old video, man. My old videos. Cause I was in then too. I used to be in. Now I got a channel. If y'all want to laugh with me, y'all go to my description box, and I have a channel called Laugh Now, Laugh Later. Y'all can fuck with me on there. Actually, well, hell, it's 12 now. We done been on here for 3 hours. We done been on here for 3 hours. I'm about to get the fuck off here. I got to go to work in the morning and shit. So I'm about to get the hell off here. Y'all already know what it is, though, man. I appreciate everybody that came in here to fuck with me. For today's show, I'll be back next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. If you haven't checked out the description box, and follow me everywhere, man. Subscribe to all my channels. If you want to see, you know, some funny shit, I got a channel for that. I got a channel where I answer emails. Everybody getting, you know, wanting, you know, different type of advice from me. I got a channel for that. And of course, I got this channel. So y'all, you know, fuck with me on every level. Donate to the GoFundMe page if you can do that. If you can't, don't matter. Y'all already know what it is. I'm still gonna be here. We'll be back in here next Wednesday. And actually, this Thursday, I'm going to be flooding the game with it. Thursday, Friday, I'm going to be going ham with videos. So y'all be looking forward to that. I'm going to be dealing with black dysfunctional relationships. So we're going to be dealing with that. Y'all be looking out for those videos. Mad love. I'm out.